Hello everyone. For a moment I would like to for you to imagine you going into the bank for your weekly cash of your paycheck. Imagine opening the door, you touch the doorknob, go up to the counter and touch the provided pin to sign your check. You walk up to the aisle to wait on the teller, you touch the aisle divider. You get to the desk and you touch her desk and she hands you cash. You tell her thanks, you have a nice day, you leave. Imagine the person in front of you going first and touching everything you've just touched. Imagine that they made a cash deposit and you get this cash back. Now imagine that this person is getting over the flu and they haven't washed their hands all day. The CDC advises that if you properly wash your hands, you can effectively prevent the spread of common diseases. With my study and interest in microbiology and my research on this topic, I feel like I'm qualified to talk to you about this. Everyone should know how and when to properly wash their hands, what to do when you do not have soap and water, and the diseases that can be prevented by properly washing your hands. Germex.com advises that you should always wash your hands before, during, and after preparing food, before you eat, after using the restroom, after handling animals or animal waste, anytime your hands are visibly dirty, and be especially vigilant whenever you or someone around you is sick. Also, when handling newborns, pumping your gas, or going in any type of public places or public restrooms, be sure and thoroughly wash your hands. The first step in preventing the spread of disease is effectively doing this. MayoClinic.com explains that plain soap and water is the most effective way to wash your hands. Do not use antibacterial soap, as bacteria can become resistant and be harder to kill later in the future. You should first wet your hands with warm running water. Make sure you have enough soap to get up a good frothy lather. Rub your hands vigorously back and forth, paying special attention to between your fingers and under your fingernails. You rinse thoroughly and be sure to dry thoroughly. A touchless drying system is preferred, but if you do not have that, make sure you use paper towels and dry thoroughly. Stanford Health Department advises that the sink and the handles are one of the most contaminated places in your bathroom. So especially in public places, try to use paper towel to turn off the sinks. And I personally always use a paper towel to open the door whenever leaving public restrooms, because that's pretty nasty too. If you have no access to soap and water, you can use the alcohol-based hand sanitizers. Germex.com advises that they are 99.9% effective, but they in no way replace using regular soap and water. If you can use these, but as soon as you get to soap and running water, wash your hands thoroughly. The diseases. If more people wash their hands, diseases will be less likely to spread as easy as they do. Livestrong.org advises that colds, the flu, food poisoning, hepatitis A, and even bacterial diarrhea can be spread, but just by not washing your hands or touching somewhere that someone else has touched that hasn't washed their hands. And the most common way is if these germs go in your hands, you don't think anything about rubbing your eye. You rub your eye, you've got their germs, you've got their disease. My purpose today was to persuade you to wash your hands thoroughly, to give you a better insight to what would happen if you don't. And with my study in microbiology and my interest in pathology, I think it's really important. Just imagine going to the bank. Don't you want to wash your hands now? You know, think of all the places you've been today. You didn't wash your hands after you left, say, the convenience store or after pumping your gas. Not everyone cares about washing their hands, so it's definitely up to you to protect yourself. Thank you. Hope you're okay.